Welcome back to the final part of Dr. Mario Round 2. We've reached level 19. We're finally treading new ground, folks.
At last, the final challenges. Those poor viruses are desperate, but never underestimate a cornered opponent.
Indeed. You've got very little room to work with on level 19.
Yeah, it looks terrifying indeed. Oof.
No time for fancy combos. You should prioritize clearing as many viruses as quickly as possible.
Give yourself some elbow room, yeah, jeez. Very claustrophobic.
Precisely. And in case you were wondering, the number of viruses increases by 4 each level. There are 4 viruses on level 0, so do the math.
Ooh, impressive combo. You said you wouldn't do any. You liar.
Well, sometimes you get lucky.
Guess so. But yeah, it's a big number. 60 to go.
Yep. So, we started with 80 of the nasty critters in here. Clearing an infestation... Oop, I lost. Well, that's the end of March of Mario 2021. Thank you so much for... Yeah, just kidding. Of course we're going to keep on trying. Let's get our fever on. That should please my co-host.
Yes, it would. Wow, that was almost an early start. Dr. Mario's not with retirement yet. Oh, wow.
And I lost again.
Wow. Bit off too much you can chew, huh? Oh my goodness.
And this is what the game devolves into. Sometimes you just gotta keep trying until the game gives you something you can work with.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank goodness Dr. Mario isn't operating on a real patient yet. Otherwise, you'll be massacring them.
Just a jar, thank goodness.
Oh my. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. Gee, Mike. I thought it was you playing, not me. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Dr. Mario there. Wah, wah.
Okay, so I'm not the best there ever was. Sue me. But I have gotten better at this game since last year. So let me give some advice. A pretty obvious tip. Remember that you can rotate the Mega Vitamins clockwise and counterclockwise. A for clockwise, B for counterclockwise. This is vital when things get hectic. After all, 1 left turn is much more efficient than 3 right turns.
Oof, yeah, that's right. Oh man, I would completely be messing up which button does which in this hectic situation.
Yeah, it's not unusual to hit the wrong thing.
Muscle memory, gotta love it.
Another tip. Don't forget that you can clear things horizontally as well as vertically.
Indeed.
Something I've been doing the whole time, but I think it bears special mention now because it becomes more and more important as you get further in the game.
It requires fast thinking and good observation skills.
Like any good puzzle game should.
I suppose so. But yeah, I can barely focus on one thing at the same time.
Inevitably, you're going to have to put something in a place that doesn't match, but you should try to minimize it if you can. The less cleanup you have to do, the better. Speed is of the essence.
And space of the essence.
Yes, actually I'm glad you brought that up. Because space is something you have to make very quickly, and if you don't do it right, I mean, if you don't prioritize everything correctly, you could find yourself in a very bad situation very quickly. It's tempting to just drill down into the middle, like I'm doing right now, but you really should clean the edges sooner rather than later.
Oh, looks a lot more comforting watching it now. Now there's actually some space going on. Phew!
But I'm ignoring those viruses up on the top right longer than I should. That's a bit of a mistake. It's a trap that I fall into often.
You're about to rectify it, aren't you?
Sooner rather than later, we hope.
Teach those punks a lesson.
Phew.
More and more space. Yep, finally. You're getting through. I kind of wonder how this looks from Dr. Mario's perspective. Like, is he staring through a microscope while he's looking at the Petri dish? I mean, the Petri dish isn't this in real size, is it?
I don't know. I mean, I guess they're just giant viruses.
So we have to take this literally. Weird thought. And scary thought. Viruses that big. Jeez.
They'd have trouble infecting any hosts if they were that large, though.
That's true. The more will be like mosquitoes.
Okay, now I'm terrified again.
Yeah, that's not a pleasant thought at all, no. So yeah, that means only one thing. Extra motivation to defeat them. We don't want them to get loose.
Now, I know you said that you weren't the biggest fan of puzzle games in a previous episode.
Nope.
But if you did have to choose a favorite, what do you think it would be?
Oof, that's a good question. What's a puzzle game? The one where you have the orbs, the balls, you kind of shoot at them. Like there's like balls circling around you, and you have like a shooter. Like you shoot a ball and then you try to get a combo. I like that one.
Okay, what is that called? The name escapes me at the moment. Was it Bubble Bobble?
Could be. It has multiple names.
Or was it... Oh, what was the name of that other one? Shoot.
One for the PlayStation, and I had one for a cheap handheld system.
Finally clearing the top right. Continue.
Alright, yeah, I don't know the name either. But yeah, I love that one. Probably because it kind of plays like an action game. And I like some point-and-click adventures, although I always cheat and kind of look up some puzzles, so I'm not very good at them.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they make the things that you're supposed to click very hard to find.
Indeed they do, yeah. But yeah, I especially... Sorry?
What were you saying?
I especially like the Beavis and Butthead one. That was a soft spot for them.
Right.
Point-and-click adventure.
As for me, in terms of puzzle games, I love this one, obviously, but if I had to choose a second favorite, it would probably be Bejeweled. Particularly Bejeweled 2 Deluxe. Got a lot of fun out of that game.
Sure. That's more of a phone game, isn't it? Or where do you play it on?
Well, yeah, there are phone versions of Bejeweled, but the one I have, Bejeweled 2 Deluxe, was for the PC.
Of course, yes. Alright.
They had things like exploding gems and ones that could eliminate every gem of the same color.
Always fun, exploding jewels. Uh-oh. Almost there.
Your days are numbered, viruses.
Nice. Uh-oh. But we're about to enter...
the final level.
Final countdown has begun. Oh my.
Okay, final level. And we're finishing this off with my favorite music.
And a blue color scheme. Now I feel kind of worried again. Immediately gives cold, foreboding atmosphere. But
you know what? I actually found level 20 a bit easier than the previous level. Which is
that
strange, because there are 4 more viruses. Maybe it was just some sort of a mental thing.
You felt sorry for your previous fails.
Maybe. Maybe I just got better at this. Who knows?
Hope so after so many attempts. Music is kind of fitting. It almost has, not at this point, but just now it had a little bit of a final battle kind of feel to it. It's kind of chill again. It's a multifaceted soundtrack.
I do like this music.
That's good. You have to be as comfortable as possible to tackle this final challenge.
Yeah, final challenge, and oh boy, this whole year has been tough.
Indeed it has been.
So how's YouTube going for you?
Kind of bad. My numbers are going down spectacularly. I think I uploaded too little. So I'm really gonna my upload quantity this year.
Yeah, I can relate. I didn't really do so well on YouTube either. spite of what I said about it being our sworn duty to provide additional entertainment during the crisis of 2020 and 2021. I'm rather disappointed. I did very little of what I intended. But, maybe I set my goals too high. I had this idea that I would put out a dozen videos last year. But, I put out half of that.
It's better than nothing, at least.
So I'll set a more realistic goal this time. Perhaps 7 videos this year. And you have your April Fool's project that we could all look forward to.
Yes, I'm doing my best. Always fun. Do a bunch of silly things.
And maybe I'll develop some more content related to Terratech. Who knows? My DLC showcase did pretty well last year. That was encouraging.
Be fun. Something else on a tutorial than like an actual fun video.
Perhaps. Maybe a tie-in video.
Tutorials can be fun too, of course. Depends on how you
Right,
do it.
yeah, I still intend to create a tutorial for Terratech. Particularly control schemes and gamepads and whatnot.
Very useful.
I just stepped away from the game for a long time. I gotta get back into it. So I won't give a time frame as to when I'm gonna do this. Not gonna make that mistake again, but it's something I do want to do. So hopefully, maybe this year? I guess we'll see. 2020. I started with so much motivation last year. I was doing a lot of creative stuff, laying the groundwork for a lot of things. And then around summer, I just sort of lost momentum. But anyway, I'm going off topic.
Indeed, back to the virus massacre that's going on. Poor fellas are panicking as heck. And they should.
Oh, and speaking of YouTube, there's still that run-and-gun platformer that I want to do.
Run-and-gun platformer?
Yeah, it's something I mentioned last year. Still haven't done it yet. Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah, you're doing pretty well. Plenty of space. But yeah, run and gun, I don't recall. Remind me.
Well, I didn't tell you which one it is. I wanted to leave that a surprise, which might be why you don't remember it.
Yeah, that explains it. Well, if it's specifically internet-based, the only thing I can think of is that Alien Hominid game from Newgrounds. Right,
No, it's not that one.
Alright, that's the only thing I can think of.
I've heard of it, though, but I have yet to play it. Maybe someday. You never know.
So many games, so little time.
Yep. Well, there should be more time, considering all the staying at home we've been doing.
Yet there never is. The older we get, the faster time goes.
Yeah, it's a matter of relative observation.
That's true. Well, of course, if you're a kid, then a single day is a huge percentage of your life. And when you're old,
Yeah.
single
If
day
you're
is
only
not.
2 days old, then a day is half your life.
Exactly. Funny how that goes.
23 left. That's still quite a bit.
Yeah! See, you're so close and yet so far. Not one of those 3 punks is gone yet. But yeah, we're about to say our final goodbyes to our 3 lovable little viruses.
Yep. Goodbye and good riddance.
They deserve it for your humiliation just now.
Yeah. Time for redemption. Gonna make you viruses pay.
Hey, what's a good story without a little down moment for the hero?
Right.
Step right up for the final challenge at its darkest moment.
I think they call that the end of the second act, the darkest moment.
A little late to have level 19 be your second act end, but nevertheless, we'll take it.
I've blazed through pretty much everything else. I mean, I should. I've had enough practice. Whew.
Only one corner of the Petri dish left. Oh my.
Yep.
It's the final countdown. That's the earliest song I can remember ever hearing. So.
Really? Interesting.
Yep, the earliest song I have a memory of.
Can't
It's a good
actually
song.
play it in the video or we'll get a copyright strike.
Alas. Oh well, you know what I'm talking about. Well,
Three
there
left.
goes our... there
Three
goes the
left,
white.
folks. 3 left. We're almost there. We're almost done. There goes 1.
Oh my.
And
the
there
grumpy
he
one's-
is, the last remaining virus.
It's a tough one, but not for long.
We're
Well,
gonna
here
get
we
ya.
go.
And
Ah,
pow!
congratulations.
Level 20 complete.
Everyone, applause for Mike. He did it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And you dropped him at sea. Like they're a bunch of gangsters.
I guess they like being in the water. So yeah, this is what you get after beating level 20, folks.
I
The
did not
viruses
expect
sit
an
at the bottom of the sea, and a nautilus swims by, and well, they seem pretty happy about that.
At least they have happy ending.
Yep.
I did not expect an ending, but okay, cool.
I actually expected more of an ending.
It's random.
Congratulations, virus level 20, completed on medium speed.
So there they are, the only Mario characters who prefer the water levels rather than the on
Cheap
the air
cheeps
levels.
and bloopers, right?
I guess so. Would be funny to randomly counter them as enemies in an underwater stage in the other Mario games. Would be appropriate, I suppose.
Yeah, since they seem at home in the water.
Well, Mario Rally seems to do these crossovers. But yeah, wow! Never thought I'd see the final screen, but here it is.
I'd never actually reached this until this year. It's a first for me. And, yeah, no credit sequence, no nothing. The game just sort of continues. So let's take a look at level 21.
How long is it gonna take?
Not long, I think.
Well, you're
It's
doing your best.
actually no different than the previous level. You have the same number of viruses. It's just, okay, you did it. Now do it again.
Old arcade games for you. At least they this one that kind of acknowledges you beat something.
Well, I'm trying to clear some space here, but it's not looking good, folks.
No, the game has no mercy. After all that hard work, you get rewarded by
With
pain.
more work, yep. Oh, well, that's the end. I couldn't beat level 21. But you know what, folks? I've proven my point. Level 21 is the same as level 20. They don't increase the challenge, they just ask you to do it again. If you're really good at this game, you could get all the way up to level 24.
Oh, wow.
The viruses still don't increase in number. It's just proving whether or not you could beat that final level 5 or 6 times. You just keep going until you lose. And there are folks on YouTube who have done that, and kudos to them. But I'm satisfied. The viruses are under control. Dr. Mario can take it from here.
As any good doctor should.
So, yeah, thanks for joining us for March of Mario 2021. And
Yes.
thank you to Roger for accompanying me through this journey.
And what a journey it was.
So until I speak to you next, this is Mike the Reaper 86,
En Roger van der Weijden.
signing off.
Yes.